Hey everybody, welcome to
Petty Party of Two.
I'm Marissa.
And I'm Tabitha.
And we're so excited right now, just to be able to sit here and do this and bring our little crazy to you guys. To people besides our clients that have to deal with us on an everyday.
The train wrecks get worse the more we'll do this.
Snowball effect. It just kind of tumbles. So, yeah, we are so excited to have this podcast. We're coming up on 2 years being here. That's so exciting. And we just want to tell you a little bit about ourselves, get started. So, I think the lore is deep here. And we should definitely talk about how, this came to be. So, I'll let Tabitha set the scene of cosmetology school the first week.
Oh, no. Really?
Yeah. You know what's up.
Well, let's see. My story is I was 38 years old, and I'd been a stay-at-home mom for many, many, many years. It was great for a little while, and got tired of cleaning all the time and staying at home doing nothing, and I just needed to better myself, I feel like. So I wanted to do something that I was passionate about that I felt like I needed to do a long time ago.
Right.
But, right timing. So I was 38 years old, and I just called up my husband. I was like, what do you think about me going back to school? And he said, whatever you want to do, hon. And I said, okay. And then a couple weeks later, I was already signed up for cosmetology. Long story short, my first day of school, my mentality is I'm just going to go in, keep my head down, my mouth shut,
Same.
Which now we know.
Doesn't work out.
Never happens.
Yeah.
And then I get in class and I do what I think that I was going to do. And
You thug it out.
yeah. Walked in, kept my head down, kept my mouth quiet, and took a seat and met a few people. And then a couple days later, met a few more people, because as these women are coming in and sitting down, the next day they're switching seats. Like, there's no assigned seats. You can kind of sit wherever you want to. And finally, Marissa sits down.
Musical chairs. Cosmetology chairs.
And we got to talking.
It sounds sweet, but you don't know.
She's giving a look because she knows that that's
you don't know
not always nice.
Continue.
My beautiful, young-looking friend over here sits down. And we just get to talking and just hit it off. It was really good. Felt very comfortable. And then I just told her that pretty much she was never going to move again.
She did. She said, "You're not leaving, right?" And then proceeded to say, "Oh my God, I think I know one of your family members." And I was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's my aunt." And she was like, "No." And I was like, "Yes, that would be my aunt." And she's like, "What did you say exactly?"
Wow, you look so much older than she
And
does.
I was like, "All right,
Thanks.
leaving tomorrow." But she had already imprisoned me, and no, it was great. So, yeah, and then we just stuck together like birds of a feather ever since then.
That's crazy.
I
That's
know.
crazy. When you come into the shop, and when I mean the shop, I mean Studio 50, where we'll get to that, own now together. People come in, and it's cool to talk to our clients, and they always say, "I swear y'all have such a good relationship."
Yeah.
It's the highest
Compliment.
Yes, it feels so good when people come in and say, "You guys have only known each other for how long?"
Right.
Because what year was that? Was that
21, I believe.
21.
Yeah, and then we graduated in 22, and,
So
been
we've
here
only
since.
known each other May the 3rd was our first day of school.
Yeah.
I remember that
Yeah.
because my dad passed away on April the 27th. And then that Saturday, I had my dad's funeral, and that Monday, I started cosmetology school.
She really thugged it.
Yeah, so May the 3rd was our first day.
Yeah.
And like I said, you would think that we'd known each other for pretty much, all her life.
Forever.
Because she's the younger one.
Yeah, apparently all my lives, But in my Asian wisdom experience. But yeah, I mean, we really just gelled. And you're right, it is such a big compliment to hear people say that. And it always comes out of the blue because to us, we're just living our lives. Like, we're working, we're, talking and, coming, bouncing ideas off of each other. And to me, it always comes out of the blue. And I'm just like, yeah, I guess you're right. Because I don't have to think about it. And I think that's what makes it so...
It's not forced.
Yeah, it's so natural.
Completely not forced.
Yeah, like, we could have been sisters. I mean, we're polar opposites in some ways, but in most, like, moral grounds, I think we're very similar.
Very similar.
Even though we have different backgrounds, like, we understand.
Yeah. There's no judgment. Like,
Yeah,
I
no.
get where she's coming from all the time. Because I'm listening. I'm just not like...
Right.
I'm not just hearing her. I'm listening to what she's saying and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay that we mess up sometimes.
Right.
Because we could talk to each other about it and, like, come from a space where, okay, a space of understanding.
Yeah.
So I felt like that I think that's what brought us to where we are today.
Yeah. Very similar, but yet so different.
Oh,
But
so different.
it just works. It just gels. And I think that's why it was, I mean, obviously it's never easy starting from scratch, opening something that's going to really determine how your life's going to go, how your family's going to get fed. But I think that really helped us start this and, like, kind of was a little bit of a calm in the storm, just knowing that we could, do it together. And we were both going down if we were going down, and we were both going up if we were going up. So we had no choice. But, yeah, like, I remember the day that we got our business started. We got our business license January 31st, a couple years ago. And that was, like, cool. Like, we took our little pictures, and we were flying our little county license, and we didn't know
Doing
the hell
all the dumb shit that we do.
Yeah, we didn't know what was about to come. That was the snowball that kind of, like, rolled into the avalanche, and then it was fine though. It was a lot of learning, a lot of information. Yeah. But let's talk about how this kind of came to be, like who you knew, who brought us in.
Okay, so while I'm in cosmetology school, I get a call from my lovely friend Ashley, and because we're so close, like, I just picked up the phone. I didn't know what she was going to say, and then she said, well, I think that I'm going to buy the old Proctor's building. I said, okay. She said, I think I'm going to turn it into a coffee shop. I said, oh, that's great. Do you realize that we talked about that in high school? And she said, well, I know that you are in cosmetology. You're fixing to graduate pretty soon. What do you think about opening up a salon in the coffee shop? And she just said it just makes sense. Coffee, hair, the vibes, the drama, the being able to sit down. So I didn't even have to think twice about it. I said, absolutely. Just tell me all the details whenever you find out. So that was the blessing. That was the blessing in disguise. I knew when I started cosmetology, I was going to own my own business. It was not. Yeah, it was. I was going to own my business. I didn't want to follow in anybody else's footsteps.
Right.
I wanted to start my own from scratch. Like, I didn't want anybody to hand me anything.
Right.
It was going to be
yours.
Yes. Absolutely. So if it come crashing down, it was only my fault and my fault only. And two, I was too old, in my opinion, for the drama. Like,
Same.
It's really hard to go into a workplace and feel happy.
Yeah.
Excited about going to work. And they say, if you love your job, you never work a day in your life. I so feel, and I understand that now.
Yeah, definitely.
Because actually both of us probably come from pretty shitty, backgrounds when it comes to working for people that did not respect us. And, so that had a lot to do with it too. Just being proud of where you worked. I wanted my kids to be proud of me. I love doing this. But long story short, here we are.
Yeah. And you want to pave a way, like, in this industry, because I feel like sometimes it can be very toxic, and working for someone else, you're kind of like doing their way. You're doing their teaching.
That's right. That's right.
And, right now our education is very fresh, and we learn something every day, and we have the, privilege to do new things, try new techniques, just put our own vibes out there and kind of do what makes us feel right. And I think that's really helped us grow because it's very scary when you start something new. You always hear people say, like, you're not going to make any money. You're going to invest all this time. And it's kind of like people are telling you a lot of negative things about starting your own business, let alone, like, being a woman and going into, like, the beauty industry. I feel like there's a lot of, like, stigmas around that. So the fact that we were able to do this and we're sitting here right now, like, that's crazy. Mm-hmm. Like it's opened so many doors, like, for you, pageantry, for me, music, and then now...
Oh, yeah, both of us do both of those things.
Yeah, and now we've been able to kind of, like, come together and do something that kind of meshes both our interests. Because, I mean, we love to yap.
Like I said, it's going to get better.
Yeah, I mean,
we're just trying to introduce ourselves,
right?
Introduce the story, explain why we're here,
the brand,
what brought us here. Yeah, our brand is definitely Studio 50,
right? But it's us. It's not fake.
It is us. We're gonna be 100% real and
we're a little crazy.
All of it. There's no filters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna apologize, in advance.
Yeah, but that's why she's kind of spice and I'm kind of nice. So, like, we equal each other out, and I think that's what makes us fun. Is like we said, we're so different, but we're so the same, and I think our clients love that combo.
I really do.
I think that's why they do
that. That's why
they say that.
Yeah. And they feel very comfortable here.
Right.
It's home for them too.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a place where you walk in and we don't do a lot of that gossiping stuff.
No.
And that, again, how Marissa was talking about that stigma when it comes to salons and girls in the beauty industry, there's a lot of cattiness and things like that. And it just doesn't happen.
It's not our culture.
It's not. It doesn't happen between us.
No.
It doesn't happen between us and our clients.
No.
Like, we have a really, really good client base.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're awesome.
They really have become, a lot of them become family.
I know, and like,
they're allowed to talk about whatever they want to in here,
no judgment,
and definitely not feel like they're gonna leave and say, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that."
No,
because it don't matter, because I'm probably gonna forget your name anyway.
Exactly.
So
yeah, I ain't gonna remember your mama's cousin's dog.
I remember what you were wearing.
That's true. She remembered the shoes.
I will not remember your name.
Yeah, and that's honestly a wonderful
a good thing. Yeah.
Attribute. Yeah, to hear. But for sure, it's fun. We're crazy. We're just ourselves, and I think that's what's gonna make this fun. We're gonna have a lot of lore, maybe a little trauma dumping, some jokes. I mean, petty party too, but
a lot of jokes that we probably only between us two know. That eventually, when you get to know us and hear the stories, you'll kind of put two and two together and understand where those jokes are coming from.
I mean, that's what makes it good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I mean, we might have some code names. Keep it classy up in here. Like,
I'll try.
I
can't promise anything.
We have code names, and that's what it's for. It's for saving the brand. Sometimes you got to put the brand in front of yourself. Like, we see people drive by here. We're located right in the middle of our town, so we see everything.
Everything.
Police department here. Freaking P&D gas station.
Drama is real.
I mean, God, if I had $1 for every time someone ran over the curb and we thought we were going to have to drop because there was gunshots going on, like, insane.
And it was only their trailer being pulled.
Sparks flying.
It's crazy what we see.
I mean, it's diabolical, really. They need to put some signs up over there or something.
No, not a curb. Watch the curb.
Yeah, please don't spark your trailer here. I mean, God, honestly, think about it. Like, they're sparking their trailer next to gas pumps. Oh my God! Next episode, with Studio 50's in flames. Why is it so hot in here? Oh my God! Because our work's on fire.
That's right.
Because we're on fire. I would snap if I could.
Oh, your poor hands.
My little fingies messed up, but that's okay. We're pulling through. I mean, just for this set, this is the first time we're using this set. Wow. Just putting this thing together. Oh my God.
She put her see it?
Yeah. Literally, like, blood, stress, and a lot of sweat. And we had to reapply makeup.
Tapping her.
Yeah. My upper lip. That's where the sweat comes in, But it worked out, and we're here, and it's only going to get better. It's going to be fun. I see that look in her face. It honestly makes me a little scared. I'm like, what's brewing up there? You'll find out.
Yeah. Eventually, it all comes out in the wash, as
Yeah,
they say.
that is very true.
Very true.
I mean, even if we don't have to say it, like, I feel like, honestly, the fact that we started this business on, like, integrity alone, like, it's not easy to do everything by the book, to do it right. Like, I see why a lot of people do stuff that's not very legal. But I will say, like, it really does pay off. It really does come back to you, like you say.
I think that's what makes us most comfortable about being here is because because our integrity is number one.
Yeah.
Like, when we have that surprise inspection from the state,
right,
we're good because we're straight all the time.
Right.
We're not perfect, but we make sure that we're very clean in here, that we've got our papers are in order. Like,
right.
I think just doing right,
it pays off.
It really does pay off.
It does. And the fact that, like, like you said, like, all our paperwork's in order. Like, we're, we go through all these hoops to really take care of our clients. That's what it comes down to. Mm-hmm. We care about them. And if we were going into a salon, we would hope they have all those credentials as well. Yeah. I mean, and the fact that, like, we're doing our civil duty as well to pay into the state and the federal government. Yeah. I mean,
that's why we're an LLC too.
That's why we're an LLC. Yeah, exactly. Separate ourselves from, because I mean, we love our clients and they're all amazing, but sometimes you could always get those few people that want to bring you down just because they're unhappy. Yeah. I mean, we haven't really experienced that yet, but I mean, there's always a first time for everything.
We hope to be doing this for many, many years. So,
yeah.
I mean, this is 2, and we've been through. I wonder how many clients we actually have.
So many. I mean, honestly, I would say at least 1,000.
Two of us.
That sounds crazy, but I'm serious. Between weddings,
but we also broke it down too.
Yeah, so we did.
Did the numbers. So eventually, we'll have to do a podcast on that too.
I think. Just to see.
Just a day on that.
I mean, that would be kind of cool to break it down. Because I mean, we want to talk business. I think this could be beneficial to girls who are in cosmetology school.
Sure.
Because we didn't know nothing.
Well, and it also be beneficial to people that pretty much had nothing growing up.
Right.
That's a big deal. Yeah. Like we both love our moms, and they gave us the best that we could. They could. Yeah. Single moms, and
it's hard. I couldn't imagine.
Yeah. And just coming, it just shows people it doesn't matter where you come from.
Right.
It's an excuse.
It doesn't matter your name.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, absolutely.
Here, it doesn't matter your name.
No.
You can do anything you want to. And I think, like, for my mom, that was, like, a big thing. Like, she did everything, like, as one person, and that was really a good example for me, because I was like, you know what? Woman empowerment, like, feminism, all men. Not anymore.
Love you, George.
Yeah, love you, Trev. Sorry. Love you, Mr. Tom. Love you, Grandpa. But, yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, if I was a little girl, like, looking at us now, like, if I was sitting right there as a little kid, I'd been like, that could never be me.
No, not at all.
I mean, and it's not like this.
I actually thought I would probably be dead by now.
In Chicago, yeah.
I really thought I mean, there's a lot of stuff that happened in my life that definitely wouldn't be here at all.
Right.
So.
It's divine intervention.
Yeah.
For sure.
It'd be good.
Yeah.
So we'll get through all, we'll touch base with all that stuff too. But,
yeah.
So the podcast is going to be just how we're feeling that day, what went on that day. We're going to share everything.
The Lulu-ness.
Yeah. So it's not just going to be just the shop stuff. It's going to be
personal.
It's going to be a lot of personal stuff too.
Yeah.
We hope to,
Yeah.
So somebody can relate to us.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun, but there'll be some tears, I'm sure.
I'm sure
too. Lots of laughs, lots of jokes. So.
Yeah, maybe even some guests here and there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I mean, I have a few people in mind that would really just take us to that next level. Ascend this podcast in the craziness. But yeah, I'm so excited. Like, this is crazy. Like I said, I never thought we'd be sitting here. So it's very cool in our little drag makeup and our little heels and our little shop.
It's a little shop, but there's a lot of love in there.
Oh my God! Yeah, the wall to the freaking non-existent studs in the wall, baby. Listen,
this. If people don't know, this coffee shop or the building itself, I believe Ashley has told me is 120 years old.
Crazy.
So to come in here and see what we have done, Ash has done,
Mhm.
Leah's done
Yeah.
to the whole place.
Yeah.
It's the whole building itself is a great vibe. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
so
McEwen's
it's a good-
coming up.
Yeah, it really is.
And it needed that. Like, when we grew up here, I mean, especially you, and then, I mean, even with me, there was nothing to do here but to get in trouble.
Oh, I know.
So-
it was just the drinking and driving and
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
about it, driving through
Back
town
roads.
10,000 times.
So, yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to, like, I mean, whether we want to or not, we are role models.
No.
I
Oh
mean,
Lord.
I know. I mean, but that's the thing. We're not perfect, and, like, you can't pretend to be.
No. No pretending here.
No.
That's what's the one good thing about us, and I think that people feel that too.
They do. Like, career-wise, we mess up, we're going to say that. We're going to do everything to fix it. Like, personal lives, like, that tears me up, messing up. But it's also, like, it's good because it makes you who you are. I wouldn't be here.
I know it sounds so cliche.
No,
I mean,
but...
And the only person that you're going to learn from is yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah, and, I mean, sometimes you learn from people who did mess up in your life, and that, in a way, is a blessing.
You either learn to follow in their footsteps or learn from their mistakes and turn the other way.
I mean, it does hurt, but also I think a little hurt, I mean,
Also
it makes you a
helps,
little
yeah.
more...
Yeah, a little tough.
Yeah, and
You
not
have to
just
be
tough,
tough.
but, like, it gives you a good heart.
Yeah.
Like, you see that in other people. And that can be to a fault, too, but I think you just got to learn how to utilize your pain and your gain. You know what I mean? Like,
Definitely a balance.
got to have a yin-yang.
Yeah,
Yin-yang twins? I mean yin and yang. But, yeah.
I think we're more like yin twins.
Shake it like a salt shaker up in here. I don't know why that came out. That was the Delulu-ness.
Oh my gosh.
Today was a short day, but gosh, I mean, I feel like we also did a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just the anticipation of, like, doing this. Because we've been wanting to do it for a long time. But, I mean, well, we've said we could write books and we could have a reality TV show, but that will never happen. So we had to settle for this. And so did you guys. So you're welcome. We are excited because of our 2-year anniversary coming up to revamp in here.
We'll shut down for a few days in February, just to repaint and pull some stuff down and revamp in here. And we'll have a grand opening for our 2 years.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun.
A lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe it's been 2 years already. It's so crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, people say all the time, we didn't even know you were in there.
Oh my gosh.
We get that all the time. It's crazy to me how small McEwen is.
Yeah.
And how everybody knows everybody in everybody's business, but yet people still don't know that we're here. But that could be a good thing.
I was literally going to say that. That could be a good thing because of how...
Don't get stagnant either.
That's
and
true.
Just, okay, we're just bombarded with 1,000 people. And people ask that all the time. How busy are you?
I'm like...
And I say, as busy as we want to be.
You can't classify busy.
Yeah.
You know what I
True,
mean?
because we're always busy.
Yeah.
I mean, like booked and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we're as busy as we want to be.
Exactly.
Because we can build on that too.
Yeah.
And if we don't, if you just run without any breaks,
Right.
you'll be wore out.
Burnout.
That's why this 2 years seems like nothing.
It does.
Which
It
is a
really
good
does.
thing.
Yeah.
But we've accomplished so much just in those 2 years.
I can't
too.
believe it.
I mean, how many
clients.
How many clients, lots of things we've done together and out of the shop.
Special,
too.
special events. I got married. She went on to do a national level pageant, and I mean, gosh, like music videos and really cool. I mean, just so many opportunities. I feel like that really did come from here, in a way.
Yeah.
Even just our confidence has changed.
Oh, we've grown so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Matured so much.
Yeah.
In the best way, because we do cut up a whole lot.
Yeah.
And people at first won't get it, but
Yeah.
then the more you're comfortable and the more you're around us and the more you hear us talk, you're
Yeah.
like, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand where that's coming from.
We drop a little spice in there, and they're like,
Yeah.
Then they start opening up, and it's like, Dad, I didn't know he was like that.
That's true.
Yeah, I didn't know you got down like that, Miss Smith. But yeah, I mean, everyone's been so good to us so far, and I can't believe it. It's so crazy.
Oh, shout out to Miss Angela. Just want to throw that out there, too.
Oh my gosh, we love you so much.
We do love Miss Angela.
We could not have done this without you.
Definitely.
So
she's taught us a lot of good things.
Yeah.
That you wouldn't think were important.
She taught us integrity.
Yeah.
She's
a good woman. Yeah, definitely. And anybody who doesn't know Miss Angela, she was our cosmetology teacher.
Yeah, and I mean, like, she's tough, but she really did prepare us for this life.
Yeah.
You know, like it is tough. You have to really be disciplined and stick to things in order to keep a smooth running shop. I mean, it's not easy. It follows you home.
And it's okay to say no.
Yeah, that's something we've learned.
It's okay to say no too.
Yeah.
Just in the nice way.
Right.
You don't have to be rude about it, but if there's something that doesn't settle with our soul,
yeah,
we're just allowed to say no, and that's okay too.
Yeah, I mean, we're not for everybody.
No. And that's okay.
Yeah. We will gladly share, you know, the people that are not a good fit, and we do. You know, we suggest them to other local places in the area.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's about, camaraderie. Like, nobody, I mean, there's no competition. There's enough heads for everyone, and that really is true.
No. Well, the only competition is ourselves.
That's
I can only be better than what I did 2 years ago.
Oh, and we
thought we were good 2 years ago, and looking back, I'm like, okay, we're getting better.
A little choppy cut there.
Yeah, but definitely, if you see what we've done in 2 years, wait till you see what we've done in 10 and 20 and 25.
Oh my gosh,
I'm excited.
If my back and feet make it that long,
that is true. My knees were killing me yesterday.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. You know.
Lots. All good things when it comes down to it. All good things.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, stress can be a great thing. You know what they say, like you can't not have some pressure because then you'll never be a diamond.
That's right.
That is so true. Look what came out of us, you know. Nothing good comes easy.
No, if it's easy, it's not really fun anyway.
No, it's not. Nobody grows in comfortable conditions. That sounds bad because, like, you kind of have to have comfortable conditions for, like, everything in nature. But listen, as a person, you can't grow without uncomfortable conditions. Well, guys, we thank you so much, or Guy, however many of you listen today. But
the one single,
the one person out there. I love you, Mom.
That's right.
I love you. But we just want to say thank you so much, and we look forward to sharing our lore with you. You know, hey, if you want to hear us discuss any topics, you could.
Oh yeah, that would be good too.
Comment.
Yeah.
Push us in the direction you want us to go.
Yeah.
I mean, we're down for that.
Yeah. We're not afraid to talk about anything either.
Whatever the person on the other side wants to hear, not people, but person.
Yeah.
That one person. We'll do it for you, boo.
Yeah, that's right.
So, yeah, we are Petty Party of Two, and we'll see you next time.
I gotta turn mine sideways.